Welcome back to some of the best stories from r/TalesFromTechSupport. I hope you had a great day. Thanks for all the likes and comments on the last video. And now let's take a look at the first story. It's called Technical Language. This happened first thing when I got in one morning. I received a ticket from one of our notoriously inept users, 50-something lady, who's also known for being a little special in the head. 3 floors up from me. I need a shortcut on my desktop. Click on it, stay clicked and drag. Stop! I don't understand this. This is technical. Do it! So I drag her folder to the desktop to create a shortcut. Something that's been a basic function of any operating system since the 80s. Half a second later, done. I don't appreciate being inundated with technical jargon when I ask a question. It's demeaning, and I'm not IT trained like you. I will talk to HR about your behavior. This is why women can't make it in your little IT universe. What? You asked me to create a shortcut. I told you how. How's that inundating you with anything? You are harassing me with technical language. What? Do you have access to my files on the server? What does this have to do with? Can you read my files? I'm one of the admins, so technically I have access. Yes. I had a conversation with a former admin about the confidentiality of my files. Well, I can't really discuss this, since former admin left before I started working here 5 years ago. So you are reading my confidential files, aren't you? No ma'am, I'm not. I left her office before saying something I would regret. This was before I could even sip my morning coffee. She's lucky I didn't kick her out of the domain, and I will have a word with her boss. The next story is called Only the Monitor. I work for a large electronics retail chain. A customer comes in. Hey, I want to purchase this computer. The customer was pointing at a monitor on display. Sure thing. Are you looking to purchase the tower with the monitor as well? What do you mean? I just want this computer. I saw the customer was not privy on the setup. Are you familiar with the setup? Do you already own a computer? No, I do not, which is why I want to buy this one. Absolutely. I just wanted to inform you, if you were to purchase this monitor alone, without a computer tower, you would have no computer system to get it to function. What are you talking about? Look at the screen. At this point, the customer points to the icons on the desktop that are displayed. It's a working computer. Well, if you look next to it, this tower that is sitting next to it is what is giving you the desktop on the monitor. A monitor is a device commonly paired with a tower to view what information your computer is sending it. I've never heard of such a thing. I see people with this all the time. Just stop trying to explain it to me. I'm gonna buy it and test it myself. As I obliged to this knowledgeable customer's request, I retrieved the monitor and placed it on the register. Alright, I got the monitor for you, but before you purchase it, I will tell you this. I have worked with computers for many years, and I'm not sure if I got the complete picture on what you plan on using it for. But as a computer salesman, I will say that I would feel very uncomfortable knowing that you will leave the store with a monitor, thinking it's a computer by itself. I don't want you to have to bring it right back, because it didn't work like the one I have in store. Forget it. I thought they had good salespeople here. I'll buy it somewhere else. Funny enough, a customer behind him commented, "How do you pour milk into a glass without the glass?" The third story is called They Tried Nothing. This happened a little while ago when I was covering someone's vacation in the help desk. The call comes in at 8 AM. Thank you for call. I don't know what it's going to take to get someone down here. The printer needs a technician and no one's come to fix it. Great way to start the morning and the call. Oh, what's wrong with the printer? It won't print. It hasn't printed for 2 months and no one has come to fix it. I get the printer information. Asset tag, display name in AD, location. And a cursory glance reveals no previous incident reports on the specific printer. Sorry to hear that. Has this issue been previously reported? I don't want to issue a second ticket for the same problem, for obvious reasons. No, I don't think so, but it hasn't been working since May, and someone needs to get down here immediately. We can't work if we can't print. I looked up the printer in AD. There are 246 queued jobs, and the printer is reporting out of paper. Seriously, is the printer displaying any errors? Yes, and let me go look. So I wait about 5 minutes, then hear her shuffling back to her desk. Says out of paper. Does it have paper in it? I didn't check. Do you want me to go look? Yes. If there's paper in there, take it out and put it back in. Maybe the trace sensor is acting up. Wait another 5 minutes. There wasn't any paper, of course. How long is it going to take to get someone up here to refill the paper? What? Ma'am, we don't refill paper trays. That's on you guys to do it. Go fill it with paper and call back if that doesn't resolve the issue. There's some other things we can try. She made a long, exasperated sigh and said, I don't even know what we pay you people for, if you won't come when we need help. And with that, she hung up on me. I did not clear out the 246 jobs in queue. The individual departments are responsible for ordering their own paper and toner cartridges, so it's my way to be a little bit petty. The last story is called Biggest Database. This year has been a banner year for me when it comes to solving old problems that have plagued my company for years. And today is no exception. Today, in the process of solving the immediate issue at hand, I tackled the underlying issue, which, as far as I can tell, has been a problem since at least 15 years ago. I noticed that one of my SQL jobs failed. Having experienced failures with this particular job before, I knew it was probably a disk space issue. Makes sense, since the job that failed was the daily database backup job. I checked the disk space, and sure enough, 13 megabytes free on the 450 gigabytes SQL database drive. So I deleted a bunch of old backups, and now we are up to 250 gigabytes free. But when I was looking through the backups, one set of backups for one particular database called staging area was 40 gigabytes for each daily backup file. I checked the database itself, 110 gigabytes. This database has been pretty big already before, but now it's just getting ridiculous. So I decided that today is the day I'm going to fix whatever's causing this, once and for all. I tried to shrink the database and the log files, no difference. So I started running some reports on it to see what the issue might be. I decided to run a disk usage by table report, and I was shocked. One particular table in this database had 1.6 billion records. So I called up my contact at our MSP, who is not just our main point of contact there, but he's also a very good database admin. And I'm like, can you help me figure out what I'm looking at here? I can't even run queries on this table, cause it's so frigging huge. He looks at the email I sent him with the screenshot of the report and immediately starts laughing hysterically. That is a great sign. Alright, so let me explain a little bit about how this process is supposed to be working. Our company has websites that our clients use to keep track of the current inventory of merchandise they have on hand at each location. Every week they report to us how much merch they have left, so we can then determine how much we need to send them each week to keep them from running out. This information used to exist on an external web host. To get the data from the web server imported into our internal system, we had a SQL Server Integration Services package that would run once an hour, downloading the data from the website into our staging area database and making minor manipulations to it before inserting the new information into our main database for our internal management application. An outgoing SSIS package would also run that did the same thing in reverse, sending updated internal information out to the web server database via the middleman staging area database. Since we have moved everything under one roof with our MSP, we now have everything on the same SQL server. But these packages still run, because we haven't had the time or the manpower to rewrite them. I've been the only IT person in the company for the past 6 years. And one step inside one of these packages is where the problem lies, as the specific package that sends data from the internal database to one of the website databases is missing one important line from our SQL script embedded in it. The very first step in that package is to delete all of the important data tables from the staging area database, then copy the ones from the internal database in their place. Only the script that deletes all the tables doesn't include a line to delete the import, So instead of deleting that table and replacing it, the SSIS package just reinserts all the data again. Normally, this wouldn't be an issue, except that the staging area version of this table doesn't have a primary key. A staging area is just a go-between database, and it needs to keep the ID value from the original table. Unfortunately, due to this table not having a primary key, it also means that you can insert the exact same data into the table multiple times. The table in the internal database has grown from about 2000 records originally to just over 150,000 records, which are apparently being reinserted into the staging area database each time this process runs, 6 times a day. Me and my friend at the MSP eventually get a query to run on that table and confirm that we are in fact getting multiple inserts of the exact same data, 11,000 times to be exact. The main reason no one caught it before was the next step in the job is to update the existing records in the rep database and only insert new ones. Since the reinserted records all continue to have the same ID, they didn't show up as new, and therefore the job didn't import them into the rep database. So the rep database has the correct number of records, and thus hasn't ballooned in size. And that's how you get the largest database table my DBA friend had ever seen in his life, to the point where he just burst out in laughter when he saw how many records were in it. I truncated the table and reran the job to import the data. Here were the results. The database is down from 110 gigabytes to 900 megabytes. The job went from taking an hour and 20 minutes to run to 2 minutes and 47 seconds, all in a good day's work. Thanks for watching the video to the end. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. And if you have time, watch another one of my videos. Also, if you want to support me further, check out the channel membership or Patreon. And now I hope you have a great day. See you soon. Bye bye.